afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty78609, alive and in color from my brand new. Let me get it straightened up here a little bit so you're not looking at some of that stuff. I just got my visor mount hooked up, and this is my first video from my new Chevy electric vehicle 2LT or something like that. I don't even know what I got. But I'm driving 62 miles an hour, and you'll be able to hear any road noise there is. And this is the reason I waited till now. This is the roughest section of road, as I recall, between Castroville, Texas and Bracketville, Texas, right here. And we have exactly 21 miles on this new vehicle right now, 22, excuse me, and shows range 235 miles remaining, maximum 277, minimum 192. I don't know what all that means. Basically, I know that I've got 235 miles of range left. Something I didn't mention in the first video, but I'll mention now. It is a verified fact that you can tow this vehicle behind a motorhome on a tow dolly. Ta-da! How about that? So is that good? Yes. So that's all we've really done, or I've done, is transferred my gasoline car, a little less insulation and stuff, for an all-electric vehicle, and I like it. I mean, it's got a huge screen, you know, to look at the stuff, and I'm learning how to do all this. Now, there's not a whole lot. It doesn't have a whole lot of bells and whistles, you know, stuff talking to you and crap. But it's got, you know, the lane, the what do you call it, lane departure and stuff, and so. We will learn as we go here together, and so cruising down the highway again at about 62 miles an hour. It shows on the screen, whenever the radio is off, it gives you the temperature and the time, and on the deal it gives you the direction you're headed, and but we're moving right along here, guys. All I can tell you. I mean, I'm watching all these gauges and stuff like a little robot. There's no buyer's remorse here. I just have to learn. There's going to be a pretty good little learning curve as to you know, how everything works and how to do it, because right now I have a 110 volt charger. It has a pretty long cord though. It looks like it's got about a 15-foot cord, and then you can plug it into an extension cord, etc. And but it charges real slow at 110 volts or 120, in that it's like I don't know, 4 miles per hour charging, and so for the first week or so here, I'll have to get by with that, which shouldn't be too bad, because to charge, let's say I drive an average of 50 or 60 miles a day at home or at home base there, then that would mean, what would that say, 40 miles, that'd be 10 hours. So hell, I can more than do that, because I don't drive, I'm not driving my car all the time, and so yeah, I can just plug it in and let it charge overnight for about 12 or 14, 15 hours, and that'll give me 60 or 70 miles, so I should be able to keep it full all the time, and on we go. And then another interesting thing, I mean, I could charge it from the generator on the motorhome, you know, or when I go to an RV park or a campground that has electric, like New Mexico, hell, just use their electric and charge my car. You know what I mean? 120 volts, you can still get it charged overnight. But the home deal, the home charger, they're going to bring me a faster charger. It'll charge in about 8 hours or less, and so that's good. Or I think they said 6 hours from what? Well, if it was like down to 1/4 to full. The resistive braking, that's something you can turn on that will add or regenerate power to the battery. That's something you got to get used to. That is something you got to get used to. There's a little paddle on the steering wheel. You can do it that way, or you can just push a button on the panel here on the console, and it does it. But when you push that little button, I mean, it really resists or whatever it does. So anyway, see, like right here, I can do this. You can do the paddle. See, I'm not even using the brake right now. I'm just using this paddle. Yeah, and it regenerates. It's pretty quick. I will tell you that. You know, if you from 0 to 60, I don't know. I think it's like 6 seconds or whatever it is. No, it's all torque. But the seats, I like the. You know, I'm not fond of black interiors, as I've said, but this interior is kind of like a leather stuff. You know, it's really nice. It's first class stuff. And I have to tell you this: they must have had 15, well, a total of probably 25 EVs. Now that includes the ones they have in inventory at that dealership, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. They're all sold. They are all, in fact, this one would have been sold to someone else, but they wanted to wait till January to get it because of some kind of tax things. But also this thing does not qualify for any of the quote rebates because of the changes that they've sold over 200,000, so they don't get the rebate anymore. And but you know, with the discount, you know, moving out the 2022s, because the 2023s are coming in, that was like $6,000, and yeah, you know, they sold those other ones at full list. No, there was they just started this deal with the not rebate, but the discount, and so I just happened to, my timing was good. And isn't it amazing how things work out, man? You know, here I was going to do this, that, and the other. You know, like like what do you call it, a pinball going down a thing, just me, going here, there, and here, there. You know, that's me. That's kind of my life. And but it is what it is. I'm quite excited. I mean, it's like a kid, you know. I got that kid feeling again, you know. And I'm here. I'm 77 years old, but you know, again, we're in a Chevy EV Bolt, B-O-L-T, Bolt, and it's nice. I have to tell you, it's a whole different feeling, man. It's you know, and when you open the hood, you know, all that's there is a battery, and then there's a fluid reservoir for the windshield washer, and then they actually use a liquid coolant to cool the batteries now because they had some issues with batteries, and they've come out with a new way to do things. So, but anyway, knock on wood, they did the check, and they made sure all the latest software was here, and that all the recalls, if any, were taken care of, and so we're okay. You know, we are okay with that. So what else can I say? I'm trying to look at everything and absorb all this because it happened pretty quick. I can't believe. I mean, it just so happened I go to Del Rio and look for cars, and they just didn't have any. You know, so, or they didn't have any that I wanted. Let me say that. And so, you know, on the deal where the speed indicator is, it shows the direction you're going, and then it also shows your cruise control, what speed you've got it set at. So if you want to resume, you just punch and it resumes it back to that. It also shows the tire pressure, or the tires, and it shows I've got one tire that's a little low, 29 pounds in it, but unfortunately it's going 29, 30, 29, 30, so I just need to add a pound or two to that, so I won't have to worry about low tires and that crap. And as far as, you know, the controls for the AC, heat, you know, the climate control, whatever you're gonna call it, it's all right there, man. It's nothing to it. You can do it manually or you can do it touch screen. The mirrors are electric. What else? Electric, you know, windows and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty damn neat. And yeah, it's just I just have to relearn basically how to drive well, not how to drive so much, but you know, just learn it. I got to learn about electric cars now. That's what I wanted to do. Why? Because that's where we're headed, guys. I mean, I don't know if I finished that thought with the inventory at the dealership on the EVs, you know, 20 plus units or whatever it is. All of them sold. Every single one are sold. Now, what does that tell me? It tells me that people are ready for electric, that they're buying electric, all electric, and the price point that this Bolt has gotten to, you know, the 30,000, 35,000 range is the button. And you could get a Tesla, but the cheapest one you can get is $30,000 more. I guarantee you. And you won't have anything any better, in my opinion. In fact, for a guy like me, it may be worse. You know what I mean? You know, because it has more technical stuff. And you know, this one will pretty well drive itself. Once you get it, once I learn all the stuff, it'll do some amazing things. And it's got cameras. You can see all the way around this car. Okay, 360 degrees. You know, and you can see front, you can see back, side. I mean, it's got cameras everywhere. It's got a sensor in the front, so if you're too close to a car, you know, I don't know what they call that. A lot of cars have that now. And but knock on wood, we've gone, let's see, 23 miles, and it shows 227 miles remaining. So 23 plus 27 would be 260. Is that right? Or 250? Okay, whatever it is. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about, I'm not going to do the range anxiety thing because I have this vehicle now, I own this vehicle now, and now I got to learn to enjoy it. It's got some neat stuff, man. Got a nice console, got 2 cup holders here in the front, got a place to put your phone where it'll charge as you're driving down the highway, and it's that, what do you call it? I don't know what they call it. You just set the phone on it and it charges. You know, is that good? I guess. I don't know. I never used it, but yeah. So it's just fun to learn new things. I guess that's where I'm at. And it, again, but the way all this happened, pure fate. But I was pushing fate. You know what I mean? Calculatus eliminatus. You know, if it wasn't a Hyundai Tucson or whatever this or that, then it must be something else. And so I just kept looking, and then one of the viewers or somebody sent me an email. It was talking about Honda reducing their inventory or cutting back on production of, you know, the gas-powered vehicles by 40%. Well, the reason for that is electrical vehicles. That's going to be their big production item, is all electric vehicles. Now, what that's going to do to the price, I don't know. But I have to say this: this was for an all-electric vehicle, this particular car at this time was as good a deal as you could possibly find, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion, it's worth nothing, not a thing. But it's got a 10-inch screen. I mean, is that awesome? Hell yeah, it is. You know, when you see maps on that thing, it's just like the thing I've got in my motorhome. It's freaking awesome. And it's also got OnStar, and OnStar uses some kind of satellite system, you know what I mean? And you know, you can put an app on your phone, and it'll help you find your keys. And if you can't find your keys, you can unlock your car using the app on the phone. Is that good? Shit, yeah. So you don't need a hide key. Okay? The hide key is on your cell phone. But we seem to be doing okay. I mean, it's very comfortable. As far as road noise, compared to the Chevy Spark, much less. And overall, would I do it again? Hell yeah. I'd have done it a month ago. I just didn't know anything about it. The Gray Ghost, that's the name. The name of this car is the Gray Ghost, or the Ghost. Because the color of this car is called Gray Ghost. And it's neat. That's the first time I've ever had a car of this color. I mean, I've always gone with white, but we're going with the Gray Ghost now, baby. We're on the road. We're cooking. Something else I noticed on the way up here, the Nueces River, the Frio River, and one more little river out in this hill country area, Texas hill country. All dry, every one of them. Every single one. I'm going to pull into this Valero and make a rainbow. I mean, when you hit that resistive braking stuff, I mean, it brakes just like you're mashing on the pedal, man. Really hard. Well, they made this turn in right here. So here we go, guys. This is so funny, man. This is just weird to me. I'm pulling up to a gas pump. You hear me? There's something he said about that. Old habit's hard to break, boy. Whoa, thing, whoa. Anyway, let's put this thing in park so I don't screw that up. Anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link, drink plenty of water, and if you want to get you an EV, that's up to you. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.